Yeah. Question: are the flares still burning inside that ooze as it's boiling it off?
Probably one is still burning. The first one's definitely been covered.
Okay.
Can I see the dagger or the sword in the pile of ooze?
You can, absolutely.
Is there a pole or twig I can use to pull it out of the ooze?
I'm literally just going to command my Reaper to go ahead and take its free hand and pull the weapons free, carry them over the steam, and let the ooze get baked off of the weapons, and just basically leave them there on with the hilts just out of the steam radius so the hilts don't get cooked. So that way we can retrieve them later. They're going to be hot, but which would you rather interact with? The ooze or a warm blade?
I need to answer that question.
If, we're going to take a little break here to
we got time.
Lynn heal up and
just don't go down the other passageways.
Yeah, I think we at least need to go straight ahead now. Just obviously the monster was guarding something. Let's see what.
Yep. I
maybe it had a hoard of gold, perhaps.
Yeah, okay, this isn't Dungeons and Dragons.
Coins? You cannot use these.
I'm pretty sure there's a vampire out there that loves shinies.
Oh, yeah. There's a Malkavian that thinks he's an ancient, knight that is out to slay dragons because he wants its gold from its hoard. I'm sure. There is someone that will go ahead and try to think windmills are giants.
Wouldn't we have a better chance of finding a vampire who was like a pirate or something?
Well, in Chicago, though.
Okay, we're starting to get derailed here, folks.
I can't imagine piracy as
I'm just saying, it's nowhere near a coast.
Okay, so I guess what I'm going to do while we're taking this break and meditating, taking a break and letting Lynn recover, I'm going to go and find a place that's not ooze covered. I'm going to literally basically set my greater shade on guard, my lesser shade on scout to make me and the greater shade aware of any threats approaching us. And I'm going to literally sit down and I'm going to meditate. I'm going to focus on my thoughts, going through all my memories of the books from the library that I can recall with my edict memory. And I'm going to basically two things. I'm going to be looking for any references to the creatures that we were fighting in the Haven. I want to better identify them because I need to figure out how to do warding against them if we ever want to reclaim that Haven. And plus, we don't want that problem to get any worse. And two, look up any information about what we just dispatched. That way we can prepare in case we run into more crap like that down here.
I hope not.
I hope not too, but you know what? Prior planning prevents poor performance. So getting intel that I can from what I can recall from the library, since I had gone through a good chunk of it before we lost access. So do you want me to roll anything for that?
Roll me intelligence and academics, and you can add your points of edict memory, which I think is a 2, or is it just a 1?
Let's see. Edict memory is a 2.
Yeah, you can add the 2.
Okay, so edict memory, intelligence, and academics. Would research count in this?
Yes.
Okay, so that would be 7 dice. No, don't write it in chat yet, goofball. Boom. Only 3 successes. The dice roller still hates me. 3 out of 7 is below 50%.
Okay, in regards to the things at the warehouse,
Mm-hmm.
you learned a bit about wraiths the thing is, the intricacies of just how many different types of wraiths there are. I mean, heck, no one really totally knows all of what exists.
Mm-hmm.
But doing some research, I would say you'd probably be able to at least get a good guess. Let me go ahead and pull up. But in regards to what you just fought, there really wasn't any there really wasn't any like flesh creation stuff that was there, unfortunately. Yeah.
I
You
know the
did
word
find
that
a-
you avoided using there.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there really wasn't. It was mostly just research. There was some like Tremere books and knowledge, that kind of thing. But, yeah, not really ones to write things in books. So nothing
Well,
like that. But let me go ahead and get you. Here we go.
Hmm?
Blah 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 blah. Mm-hmm.
That is a creature. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, for the random Facebook notifications now.
I'm sure Ruin's probably thanking Freya right now for all her assistance.
Yeah, but I was gonna let you do your thing first.
Oh.
I'm gonna give your little shadow guy though my riot shield to clean off in the steam too. Ugh.
All right. This is all just going to be some guessing that we have here. But with all your research, it definitely didn't seem like young wraiths, not like Domims. Honestly, if you had to guess, closest would be maybe a Gaunt. It's an older wraith who has resolved one or more of its fetters and still maintains them. Fetters is what keeps a wraith to this world, kind of keeps it stuck in between.
The chains that
Oftentimes,
bind.
you know, exactly. And the problem with Gaunts is they usually are able to now, whether it be bring it to them on the other side and stash it somewhere or what, but those are the much stronger ones, the ones that have control over their fetters. And you even read a little bit about Death Lords, but unfortunately, Death Lords are just like supreme of the supreme, and I don't know, that didn't really seem to fit too much. Maybe Gaunt would be the closest that you could think of for the little bit of research you could find on specific types. And even still, like I said, we don't even know if we know all the different types. They're not really ones to talk, as you've noticed, and share their secrets.
Well, then I guess that I can go ahead and experiment with trying to create a warding sigil that is targeted towards spirits generally, but specifically towards Gaunts. And we could go ahead in the future, if I can design that ward and place it in there where they would come at us, wait till that ward gets triggered by one of them and see how bad the reaction is. That would be a way of confirming that identification. So given what I've seen of Rune's faith wards, what I remember from my time trapped in the Tremere Chantry, what I've researched from what I recall in the library, and what I was recently taught about wards from Cordelia, I'll start trying to go ahead and mentally picture what the ward would have to look like to just focus on just absolutely being something a Gaunt would never want to touch, if you know what I mean. So, working on those solutions. Sadly, I don't have enough information to try to do that for the flesh hydra we just dealt with. I don't know what else to call it besides that. Because it's the only thing that makes sense in my mind with what that abomination was.
Who knows? If only they had a name. Oh well.
Oh, well.
All right. Anybody else while we're taking about an hour rest or so?
I wanted to make a roll about something. Just real quick, just academics and intelligence. When I was listening to in the beginning, all of the doubts and stuff, I believe were aimed towards the Pariah, because they were saying stuff about Gaia and nonsense like that. So I'm gonna try to figure out what I can about Gaia, because I know that's some kind of god. So to have a name that's like Gaia thinks you're garbage, it's like, all right, well, what do I know about this god that thinks you're garbage?
Rather aggressive, but okay.
Whoa.
I mean, I didn't call him garbage, but close enough.
Huh?
Wow, 1.
Oh, that's
So okay,
Okay,
you got 3 ones.
All I have to say is Earth Mother.
Yep.
You know, she's like she's like the patron of nature and Earth and that kind of thing. But you've never really had an interest in any of that, so meh.
Alright, well, Rune seems to know a lot about weird offshoot gods. I'm gonna go ask Rune what he knows about Gaia.
Ah. Oh yes, well you see, I'm quite wisdomed on this. No, I'll do my roll. I guess that's a mental and
Academics.
yeah, I haven't had a chance to learn that yet. Oh well.
You can't do worse than me.
Is that a challenge?
Am I the
Looks like I'm gonna
only?
be asking Theo in a second now.
I'm the
Well,
only.
I have academics. I just rolled,
I was looking to
One
get
out
a
of
couple
6.
point academics at some point, but
Yeah, my academics is only like a 2.
we got a little bit of other stuff.
Oh, you got double my score. I just have that specialty in research because
I have the research specialty too, but this isn't research.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately for you, Rune, you're gonna know Gaia's kind of like a hippie thing. You know,
Yeah.
that's whatever.
Then I'm gonna ask Theo what he knows about Gaia. Sorry, Lynn, but I assume you have, like me, probably don't know anything.
I have to know general
Okay,
knowledge,
so-
but maybe not like just from the mythology bit of it. Because Greek mythology.
Okay, so
How
what am I
versed in Greek
rolling for this
mythology is
again?
Lynn?
Mental and academics.
And
Gaia is not a
Gaia's
cult.
Greek. Yeah.
Yes, she is. Gaia and Uranus were the ones who birthed the Titans.
Okay, flap. I had 2 successes.
That's twice as good as everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, I
Okay.
had 5 dice, but the game decided that 3 of those were just not going to matter.
These literally are.
I had 6 and I only got 1.
Yeah, this dice roller's been. We're getting
Mean.
some. We got some shining
Like
moments.
Catherine has been rolling shit.
Mhm.
So
It's just been a bad roll.
You
day
don't
for
need to be
everyone.
mean. But no, I mean, what you would know about Gaia Theo is, I mean, yeah, she is indeed, origin is from Greek mythology, personification of Earth. She is the ancestral mother of
Told ya.
all life. Yeah, I mean, that's really about it. I mean, she bore the sea gods. That's about it, though. Not really something you did much research on. Wasn't even really in any of the books in the library. They didn't know Gaia stuff.
yeah, I'm basically going to go ahead and reiterate that. I'm sure that we could go ahead and definitely learn more after we get out of here if it's meaningful.
Well, I'll just say that the demons of doubt seem to be targeting the pariah with doubts of Gaia. That was the name of a god that was invoked. So I was seeing if we knew anything about that.
Sorry, other than just like cursory basic knowledge, it's not been something that's been a focus of my research before.
That's fine. Just there aren't many things that stuck out in all of that, and
Well, I mean, I'm going to say this right now. These doubt demons, they're kind of pathetic. I mean, the doubts that they are throwing at us, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, you
I
can
want
see
to find
through
one
them.
and punch it in the face. I really do.
Well, but
I mean,
yeah,
that would just be fun.
I mean,
Of course.
according to the vision
Of
I
course.
had ages ago, there's
The
many
brouhaha for the
There's a lot
doubt
of punching
demons
to
is to
do.
punch them. Of course. That's okay. But I mean, the thing is, my point is, they only have any seeming strength if the doubt they try to sow into us is believable. And as far as I can tell, the doubt that they've thrown my way has been like losing myself, which would be definitely suck. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't believe that's going to happen. I will not allow that doubt to find fertile soil to grow in. And that's all you got to do, right?
Say that's actually.
Not many times now I normally agree with you, Theo, but you're spot on.
I'll say that's what I had to do to push through the strange wolf monster. I say it's a strong way to deal with it. Well,
The seed cannot grow if it does not land in fertile soil.
I was gonna say, is there anything you need to do, Rune, before we start?
Oh, during this, I would set up a little bowl offering. I'm pouring one out for Freya.
If she was all
like
behind
literally a
those,
whole bottle, bam.
Yeah, by all means.
Okay, I'll take a shot too with her. I'll like tinker little offering bowl. Let's go, Freya.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'll
I'll tell her that, in my little prayer, thank you for the plants. They were gorgeous, just like yourself.
Oh.
Hopefully I can give you an offering worthy of such a lady better than this. Once I get out of here. And if I find whoever's causing these fucking noises, these doubts, I will punish
Snuff them out in your name.
Exactly.
He's a good little disciple, isn't he?
Oh, he's making me so proud. All right. Well, you guys rest up for an hour. Spend some time doing some research, trying to get some ideas of maybe some possibilities of. Unfortunately, with abyss mysticism, as Cordelia taught you, it's not as simple as what Rune does. It's just like do Freya. It's so much more intricate than that, and there's so much more to it. And you understand that with these types of wraiths, their connections with their fetters is really what makes them so powerful. So honestly, the best thing that you could think of is maybe finding a fetter within that warehouse. Be a good way to start figuring out what to do for a ward.
Absolutely. Now the thing is, I've got to figure out: is there a way for me to detect what is or is not a feather? So that's, you know what? Next time I've got some downtime, I know what I'm looking for now. Ways to identify fetters.
It's fetter? That's a weird word.
Fetter. Not feather.
But unfortunately, that's at least a step where you've gotten from the research that you've already done, trying to recall and still get at least some good ideas of what the ward's going to have to look like that you can spend some time on. You do your little thank you to Freya. Yes, I like how I did the cross, but thank you to Freya. You try to spend some little bit, try to think of Gaia and whatnot. I know, Lynn, you're not feeling too good. You're just trying to not move in the meantime. Rune, your armor's busted. Yep. Lynn, your armor's busted. So, I'm sorry. But after an hour, you guys, Lynn, you'll heal back to your normal. You won't have to spend any hunger then, since you just spent the normal time. And you do have a dear, sweet doctor there to keep tabs on you and help you out.
I am going to eat I am going to eat one blood bag because I do have one hunger.
Oh, okay.
And I'm down here. I want to keep as much hunger off as possible.
Yeah, that is understandable. Smart. And what I'm going to do,
I learned the hard way.
I minus the blood bag from our storage. I'll come over to Lynn, seeing that her armor's destroyed. I know Rune still has his shield, and I've proven that I can pretty much stay out of trouble, though I don't really need the armor. I'm going to take my trench coat off and hand it to Lynn. Because with
you
her,
you can't re-give that back to me. Don't
you can return it after.
Don't you dare!
You can return it to me after we get out of here.
I put so much hard work into that. You're gonna give it back to me?
Because
No.
I would hate for something to happen to you.
Oh.
And I'm literally going to fold it up and I'm going to put it in her lap and I'm going to walk away.
Hey, Prophecies, thanks for the raid again. How's it going, everybody? You unfortunately just missed the epic boss fight. But maybe you'll
Yeah.
get another one. I hope not.
We might get another.
Yeah, we can never tell with Catherine. She got these evil plans. That flesh hydra was enough. Okay.
Oh yeah, Catherine, can you show them the flesh hydra really quick? Is that a possibility?
Yeah, we had-
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, while this is happening, I am going to
Yeah,
pass
that we killed
my
that.
armor. Yeah, back to Rune.
Yeah.
You're in the front. Take it.
So basically, the two support caster / not combatants have given up their body armor to our two Bruja because our Bruja's armors have gotten wrecked trying to deal with that monstrosity.
Yeah. Fun times.
But you guys are feeling better, rested up, as we're just gonna. We gotta keep going. Unfortunately.
Yep.
And, well, we're going to be going through some calf-deep water, but you know what? At least we have a good idea of where to head.
Yeah, needless to say, any spare Molotovs that were laying around, I picked them back up, put caps on, do the responsible thing.
And you
Can I
all will
do
see
that?
it.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You have to.
And you all will see what Amala saw a little bit of when she used her third eye to glimpse ahead, to get sight beyond sight, is
I'm going to carry
there...
it.
Oh.
I mean,
There is some fleshy masses as you start making your way down the tunnel that just pulsates here. None of it seems to be at least sentient. And all of it has that same just rotting, festering smell to it. And there's some on the ceiling, some on the floor. Sometimes the two of you are like, people are going to go 2 by 2 and even 1 by 1 to not even touch whatever this nasty flesh balls that have been formed in here. It gives you the fear of like, do these things burst from this stuff? Like, what the hell are these creatures?
I'm
But finally,
They're not face huggers, are they?
No, let's not. I'm going to have my weak shade, of course, doing some scouting. I'm going to go and have my stronger shade near the party, but by blending into the shadows so it's not easily visible. Because, last thing I want to do is have a human that's somehow down here and still alive, walking into a shade of the Grim Reaper.
No, it's got a chest burster in it.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and, of course, be doing my obfuscate ability, but I'll have a flare ready because the second something comes out, I am freaking lighting that flare up and making it choke on it. I do not trust this the slightest, but as I am the least likely to get surprised because I'll likely see them before they realize I'm there, I'm probably out in front scouting for the party, so that way we could spot the nasties before the nasties spot us.
This is just gonna put an arm around Rune as an idea comes to her, and she's like, Rune, what if we get out of here?
mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you mean
Deal with these. If we get out of here and I get to talk to my black market buddies again, I'm gonna ask for a flamethrower.
Excessive. I kind of like
But
it.
it would be great. Like, you wouldn't have gotten stuck. You would just scorch the thing.
Catherine, I think I'm going to need to pick up that ritual that reduces fire damage.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna
I've suddenly gotten concerned for my shadowy existence.
they don't see you there and just blast the area.
That could be an issue.
I'm like, ah!
Oh, why were you invisible there?
So I think it's called Firewalker. I think I might need to pick that ritual up. We'll talk about that at a later time, though. Let's get back to the campaign.
Amara, gonna watch. It looks like the two Brujas are bonding, so I know that always makes you happy. But no, you're gonna stay away from these masses, as finally there's going to be a light that shines ahead, and there is an end to this tunnel of horror. And this light is going to push back the darkness. And the twisted visions that haunt you from whatever the fuck that creature from hell was that attacked you. And this tunnel, it seems to have never been completed. There's only metal slabs that create a path over the eroded floor that's covered in a thick, viscous material that's similar to the secretions of that monstrosity. And the hairs on the back of your neck stand on edge. That feeling of being watched is still following you. Suddenly, a loud metal shudder echoes as you all look, and a large rat is going to scurry from its hiding place, taking refuge in the numerous holes of the walls. And the horror that still continues as your mind pleads. When will this end? Theo, the sun has fallen, and darkness prevails. There will be no peace until all are consumed by my all-devouring maw. I will be set free, whether you aid me or not. All those lost within the river of darkness shall see the world before God made light. Amala, evil surrounds you, and you stand idly by as it thrives in your complacency. There is no greater evil than that which is created in ignorance and the destruction of genius. Rune, the love of your goddess is fading in the consumption of Folkfang. The power of Sidir's forsaken, Odir forgotten to the ages. Christianization, the weapon of her destruction. Lynn, time is ticking. Your mind is slipping. But you press through until you finally reach just rubble. Looks like whatever cave, this place was never completed, and because of that, it didn't seem like the foundations were, well, properly set up. And this tunnel has more or less just crumbled in itself, but still enough where you can climb over and still continue your progress forward. And within this rubble, there are corpses of various rodents that twitch from the bugs living inside their rotting bodies. And once you do climb over this rubble and reach the other side, your shoes splash in ankle-high waters that have been stagnant for perhaps several decades. Miraculously, the floodlights are still dimly lit in this interior, though most have been burnt out and, of course, never replaced. You all count your blessings, for no longer do you suit the appetites of mosquitoes and the other nasty insects. And well, you continue the only way forward. But Lynn, you smell several distinct scents mixed within this chamber. 5 are similar, but individual scents, and another is revolting that riles the bile in your stomach. Bubba's tail thrashes as a deep, guttural growl rumbles. And it's going to echo through this chamber. And there is a voice that speaks out. I had hoped when we met again we could have had a private discussion. Yet it would seem we both understand the power vacuum Mr. Goodston is destined to fill within Chicago. Entering the chamber is a familiar face to you, Amala. A woman in a formal white robe that has been soiled by the murk of the sewer. Her dirty blonde hair is kept short, placing emphasis on her oversized loop earrings intertwined with a string of beads. Her strong jaws clenched, lips tight. There's a sketch for you. Following
Those
at her
eyes are way too
heels.
close together.
Yeah, I love it. Following at her heels are 5 Sabbat lackeys, dressed for combat, that hiss and heckle in your direction. Oh, we're starving, Wendy. Let us take a bite. That brown one looks tasty. She doesn't have enough meat. I want the big one. I've always wanted a beard. Wendy looks towards them, clenches her fist, and pulls. And before your eyes, a beard, much like runes, begins to pull from the skin of each of the bestial Sabbat and grow. The pain it causes them doesn't seem to disrupt their good spirits. Instead, they just laugh at hyenas and play with their new grown beards. And your attention is going to turn back to your group. Dare I say, specifically Amala.
They got nulls. Okay.
Your prince shunned Mr. Goodston when he failed to save his sire and prince. And once more he was shunned after saving the city from certain doom. Yet this time, even his own kind sought blood for his condition. I have seen the miracles your clan has the power to perform, and I can assure you, you are wasting your time. His time for saving has long passed, nor does he want to be saved from those that have abandoned him. Turn around, Salubri, and take your instruments with you. He has already accepted our proposition. Only we can give him the redemption that his soul desperately hungers.
All right.
I used Cloak of Shadows, by the way, as they came into the room, so they couldn't see me standing there.
I mean,
wanna
you
make sure.
probably should have said that when you.
I did say advantage, but I don't know if it was heard over the explaining what was going on.
Well, I mean, I got Peacemaker for this reason, so it sounds like I'm about to do Peacemaker to see if I can non-aggro whatever the hell this nonsense is before we get aggressive. All right. Well, I'm going to do that. May not distract this Wendy person. Something tells me she can probably still try to slap my ass through it. But maybe not the other ones so easily. Lady Luck, be kind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'm doing it first. I rolled a solid 1 on my rouse check. But luckily, I'm not hungry, so
This
it'll
is
suck, but
why
it could suck worse.
this is why I brought the supplies on my back to keep us all well fed, so we don't have to deal with the problem of that.
As this begins, I'm going to inform Wendy that if he has already accepted your proposition, then there's no harm in letting us talk to him. We have come quite a long way, and a little conversation, I believe, wouldn't hurt.
How long will you stand for injustice? For centuries, the Camarilla has stood behind the Methuselahs and Antediluvians, even brainwashing the youth into thinking that they don't even exist. Because of their blind subordination, Helena has the Tremere wrapped around her finger, and with Manele missing, no longer does their feud preoccupy her mind. She is searching for purpose, and using the blood to manipulate all those below her. The Camarilla stood by when Tremere diablerized Salat, And once more they will stand by and feed you to Helena on a platter. Anything for her good graces. We are not the mindless monsters they write us to be, just as your kind are not soul-stealing lunatics. We all want the same thing. Justice. Justice is what we can offer you. It is what we offered Mr. Goodston. We have not forced your brothers and sisters to adhere to our agenda, only to stand up and fight when the time to invade the Camarilla arises. I see no need for you to continue further. Are you interested in finally standing up? For finally standing up against what happened to your dear sweet Salat.
Hold on, I have to look up what this is called so I can get the name right. I know I have it. Uno momento.
I don't think we're gonna get her to stand down very easily. Just saying.
Probably not.
None of them seem to be aware of my presence, as far as I can tell, right?
As far as you can tell, it seems she's very interested in the salubri, which isn't a word you've heard before.
No,
but Namala,
no. Yeah.
Have I heard of the salubri?
You know what? Go ahead and give me a roll, because you're an older vampire. You might have heard of them before. Oh, excuse me. Roll me a mental and politics.
I know this is probably.
Hey, I got one in politics. Yes.
I know this will probably be a long shot, but while the Tremere were experimenting on me, would that have been a name that may have come up at all?
I got two 10s and a 6.
2 10s is pretty good.
5.
Go ahead, Theo. Roll me a resolve. Try to focus through all the fog. And academics.
And then this wouldn't be research at this point, would it?
No.
Okay, so that's going to be only 4.
Right, so that's
it's a long shot. You're frozen there for a second.
I know. There she is.
Okay. That's only 2 successes, so.
No, none of it's ringing a bell to you.
Hmm.
For you, ET, since you did get the 2 crits.
Yeah.
Okay, you've heard of, like, the term salubri, it kind of rings a bell. It's like a extinct clan that used to exist a long, long time ago. They were known for their, they were mostly known as prophets most of the time, from what you can remember, but they're gone. Long gone.
You know full well that
All right.
vampires love to keep their secrets, so.
All right. So before I make any actions, I make any choices or say anything, I'm going to use my lore sheet, Glyconda rank 2, Seeds of Glyconda. DM, I can ask the storyteller for guidance before taking an action, and you will tell me if that action jeopardizes my pursuit of Glyconda. Will accepting her offer of justice affect my pursuit of Glyconda?
No.
Interesting. So this isn't a total bait offer. All right. Mark that real quick since I've used it now.
Do I only give you a yes or no, or do I have to give you or is it just, I could look it up. I'm lazy.
It just says that you will give me guidance you will give me guidance before taking an action and tell me if that action has the chance of jeopardizing my pursuit of Glyconda.
Okay.
So,
Okay. this is what I'll say. It seems like she is being truthful to you. Her mentioning your brothers and sisters and them not forcing their agenda. I mean, it really seems like she does know about Slubry. She's claiming she's seen what you can do. And she's claiming that it seems like she's got some that are on whatever side she is, which it makes it seem like the Sabbat. So she seems like she's being straight up. Will it jeopardize Gaklanda? No, not necessarily.
All right. I'm going to
But
tell her
she's
that
down in the sewers. Why?
She literally already told us she was down here for the pariah. She made a deal with him. That's what she said.
Yeah, but how many people come all the way down here just to talk to a guy who's known as the pariah? Really?
Well, I mean,
I know we are, but there's a very specific reason. Okay.
Right. I'm going to tell her that her offer of justice is an interesting one. I do not believe what you're saying is untruthful. I do not believe if I accept your offer and we pursue this justice, it will affect my chances of Lakanda. But you must understand, we've had very little interaction together. And as you know, there is a certain hesitancy before one of my kind ever really makes a decision left or right. I simply ask for the chance to speak with this man. And then I am more than open to listen to your idea of justice.
She's going to approach you slowly. She motions for the lackeys to stay put. They're still playing with the beard and like tugging at each other. As you can tell, they don't really seem that intelligent. She's going to come over to you slow. She's going to slip something in your hand.
Take it.
Speak with him. But if you sabotage our agreement, then you sabotage ours. He needs this. There's no other way. I'm sure you've seen the demons. He's slipping. So many of us are slipping.
Yeah, no
Don't
kidding.
be one of the many. She's gonna look back. Get me the fuck out of here. They're kind of like, oh, we're gonna head on over. And as they get close to you folks, specifically the ones that they can see, I mean, they seem mostly interested in Bubba, to be honest. They kind of like give some sniffs and like snarls at Bubba, who's just gonna snarl back at them. But it looks like they're the ones that are gonna be leading Wendy out of here as she's going to leave. And she's going the way that looks like you guys came, at least for right now, just climbing over rubble. And you notice, Lynn, her scent is so interesting. I mean, it's weird. It's so vile and gross, but it looks like she has the capability, you've never seen this before, to mute it. But she's going to leave. And she put a little note in your hand. I don't know if you want to look at it now.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you want to pocket it. It's up to you. It's an address.
All right.
I don't trust her.
Oh, really?
But Bubba was growling at the other one, so yeah, no.
Well, that went non-violently.
It went as best as it could.
Oh, I say that we're not exactly out of it yet. Let us see how this next conversation goes.
Hopefully just as peaceful.
Oh, and if you have any questions, ask them now.
I think that there will be no end to the questions. So if you'll respect my infinite curiosity, please enlighten me later. But I also understand your want for secrecy. Everyone has them. So that's why I haven't pushed. When you
I say
You'll
that
trust
we
me
met-
enough to share what you want to share when you want to share it.
Oh, I tell you, that moment is now, and it is a fleeting one. Tell you if you have questions to ask. Tell you I'm not entirely sure how long I'll be in the city after we're done with this.
Then tell me what I need to know to make sure that there's nothing between us that would be a cause of distrust.
That's an interesting question, especially for you, Mr. Theo. I do not know what is a cause for distrust for you. I prefer your judgment on that over mine.
Do you consider us friends?
I do.
I understand that you disagree with how I view the world.
Not always.
Would you betray a friend?
Oh, that is a silly question. Of course not.
Even if it was to get to this Laconda you mentioned earlier?
I tell you, I cannot reach Wakanda by betraying friends. That is kind of the opposite.
Well, I don't know what Laconda is, so...
I tell you in simple terms, it is enlightenment. It is ascension. To...
Wait. Kind of like how monks in a monastery spend their entire existence not killing anything, not even so much as a cockroach, because they want to achieve like a higher state of being? That kind of ascension?
Very much so, yes. In simple, very simple terms.
So the whole angel vampire thing is you just trying to reach this higher state.
Correct.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this as you are not any clan to me. You're a Mala, because I know a Mala, and I trust a Mala not to betray me, and that's all that matters.
Well, then I thank you for your trust, Mr. Theo. Anybody else? Any questions?
So I see who the fuck was that, but no, I'm good.
That's the Zamishi I spoke of with Grilla earlier. I met her at the club very briefly when we met Patricia, or saw Patricia.
You meant that
Portia. Yes.
you.
I didn't quite know what she was until recently.
I'm assuming the flesh hydra was her pet.
Most likely. If what I've been told about what they can do is true, they are flesh grafters.
Oh, lovely. Lovely. So.
Oh, and they hate the Tremere.
Oh,
We have that
good.
common.
Oh, well, that's a benefit at least.
Well, I mean, is there anyone at this point that is a fan of the Tremere?
I don't think the group will have much problem with them.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Good.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, well,
These two
you know,
don't.
it's hard to be a fan of someone that kept you locked up for months after you were reborn into this world and poked and prodded at you for so long. Yes,
Say that
well
there
then...
are strange things happening. I say that
Oh, really?
from what I've heard, within the faction of Los Angeles, strange treaties and alliances are being formed between people who have never worked together before. There are big things happening in the night, and unfortunately, I believe we are being vortexed straight into the middle of it.
Right where I don't want to see
From
it,
the
that's
first
not my choice
moment
right
of me building my memory in this form, there have always been strange oddities. There's always more questions, and when you get the answer, it just leads to more questions. That is just the nature of existence. But if we have covered everything we need to cover, I believe there's a gentleman that we need to talk to help our friend Lynn.
The reason we are down here.
Quite.
All right. Well, if there are no more questions, onward we go.
Awesome. All right. Well, I guess I'll skip that boss fight. Okay, so dang.
We destroyed the boss fight pet, and then when we got to the big boss, it was salubried out.
Yeah, this is better for me. I'd rather, I don't want to. It was great. Okay, well, you guys are going to continue on.
She was going to
Let's
say
keep
she didn't want
going.
to kill one of us.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Because if the pet was giving us problems, what's the master with 5 friends going to do?
Yeah, so I haven't unlocked that ritual that grants a vampire's final death yet. So let's hold off on actually fighting a vampire unless we absolutely need to.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going to shy away from vampire hunters, fighting a full-on freaking flesh shaper, let's not, if we can help it.
Dang. Oh well, I love the music I picked too. Oh well.
Maybe next time we meet her. Who knows?
That was a wonderful use of your ability, Amala. So that was phenomenal. I'm proud of that.
It's a once per story thing. Thank you, Beckett. That was a really good book.
Really good. All right, well, you guys can continue on. Get out of this stagnant, bug-infested water. Unfortunately for Bubba, it does look like the mosquitoes have been bothering him as he's kind of now like biting at them a bit. But the rest of you, you guys don't have blood flowing through your veins. Mosquitoes don't care about the rest of you. And it'll continue on what feels like forever as you finally get out of the stagnant water into now just decrepit sewers that have crumbled or half completed at this point. Until finally it gets pretty dry. Dusty. Ugh. I mean, you can see the dust in the dark depths that dances in the very soft streaks of very, very faint light. The air is heavy and claustrophobic. Random pieces of junk were either forgotten decades ago or perhaps have been brought down here to rot, just like everything else. What little humanity each of you cling to, some more than others, is dragged down into melancholy by the essence of this prison. Yes, you heard me right. Just by being here, all of you have the resonance of melancholy. You feel tired, and your minds wander to the whys and what-ifs of your existence. Doubt is creeping into your hearts. Was all this worth it? Can Lynn even be saved? I mean, fuck. Can any of us be saved?
Yes.
Movement in the darkest shadows makes your skin crawl. The feeling of 1,000 eyes watching and waiting for you to do something. Laza, Omri, Baras. Murderer. Wanderer. Tainted. There is nothing for you here. What do you folks do?
Things first. When have I ever murdered anyone?
Drug dealers.
No, that was a murder. They shot first.
They're dead. You're not. But anywho,
did any of the drug deal? The drug deal? No, with rapist died, right?
Oh yeah, that too. That too.
The sex trafficker was.
Yeah.
She went
we ended those Wolfpack boys on the highway too.
They attacked first. They hunted us down.
Self-defense.
That is self-defense. Every time it's happened, like, yes, she went hunting for them, but they still did she still claimed self-defense because they did attack her first.
Well, I have already agreed. Leave me be. And you will see something creeping out of the shadows. I need Lynn to do me a favor real quick. Not the rest of you. Just Lynn. Will you roll me? It's been a A willpower, please.
It's a very important stat for
Yeah, it's like, it has to happen at least once per session.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So, is this all my willpower, or?
Yeah, just your whatever your willpower is. If you haven't used any, then then it's the combination of a resolve and composure. And whatever else you've spent on willpower.
It's 6.
That's good.
Ha. Ha.
Oh, is this
Well.
a bad roll?
Yeah.
Coming out of the
Oh.
shadows, you're going to see a dingy, off-white wolf. You will see him in his full, terrible glory that strikes fear into your heart, Lynn. Nothing like you have ever seen before as you run. And you run as fast and as far as you can to get away from this. I mean, this is the glory of Gaia's chosen warrior. This is meant to kill you. Lynn is gonna take off running in absolute fear.
Okay, try and grab her.
You can certainly, sure, go ahead and give me a strength and,
Brawl?
brawl would probably be the best.
Am I supposed to, combat?
I'll give her a big...
Most definitely.
I'll give her a
You're gonna
big
have to
bear
give me a
hug.
strength and a brawl back.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I think that's more than I can even roll.
Yeah. Whoa. Calm
That's
down.
fine.
It's
I'm
going to be
fine.
okay.
Yeah, big
Calm
old bear
down.
hug. Calm down.
Ah,
It's alright, champ. It's alright, champ.
I mean, all right. I mean, Lynn, I don't even know if you want to roll. You could try, but I don't see you beating that. Especially
I only have 4 dice that.
I mean, Lynn,
So-
the terror hits as she flees as fast as you can. I mean, and Rune's just like a monster. He just grabs hold and tugs her in, is holding her as she is shaking with. You've never seen Lynn so terrified in her life. And the rest of you, I mean, it's just it looks like a wolf. It's very dingy, as I said. The fur is kind of off-white.
I do want leadership to try and calm her down.
Absolutely. If you want to do some sort of social.
Okay, so charisma. I guess I'll use leadership plus my awe, so that's 4.
I'm going to use something I haven't used in a while. I'm going to anesthetic touch Lynn to help her diffuse these feelings of fear and panic. Try to get her more to a neutral, calm state.
Hey. That'd be helpful considering I only got 1 success, so...
Well,
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to talk her through it. I got you, don't worry about it. Not having any effect. She is, doctor's trying her best.
4, 5, 6.
All right.
And a crit.
Hey, there's nothing to pair with it.
Yeah, but I mean, that's good. That's really good, Amala. You're gonna, reach over, give her a touch to try to calm her down from this wolf that, like I said to the rest of you, sir, I mean, seems a little spooky, but that's really about it. And Lynn, as soon as Amala touches your shoulder, however, you'll feel your heart, you swear it was beating. It was rapidly beating out of fear there as that calmness will wash over you. And this wolf is just creeped in the shadows as it says once more, leave me be. As it's going to creep back in the shadows and seemingly disappear.
We have come for your help. Our friend is very sick.
from what we understand, you may be her only hope.
Silence.
Wendy said you had accepted her offer. Don't mind me asking, why?
What choice did I have?
Same choice we all have. Why did you accept her offer? Do you stand to make the world a better place?
The world cares not for me, and I care not for the world. And it seems like this wolf is purposely trying to stick to the shadows. Almost like it's ashamed and doesn't want you to be able to see it.
It's just gonna kind of tap Rune on the arm, just like, I'm good now. Let go.
Sure.
Being that I can pierce the
Hey, hands on
shadows
the
and get a
shoulders.
clear sight of it, despite it hiding in the shadows, is there anything about it that seems unusual that I can see? Do you want me to roll something?
No, you have dark vision. It's fine.
Hmm.
Really, the only thing I could say that's a little unusual is, yes, it looks like a wolf, nothing too weird, just the way it acts and moves and it can speak even in wolf form definitely seems like some sort of supernatural, but honestly, this wolf looks so, I mean, dejected isn't even enough. Depressed isn't enough. I mean, this wolf looks so broken, empty. But there's really nothing too spectacular.
It's your real name. Everyone calls you the pariah, but what's your real name?
You know what? Lynn, you're absolutely right. We have come into this individual's home, and we have not even given him the courtesy of a proper introduction. I'm going to literally dismiss my cloak of shadows, become my normal self. I will, because I can see it clearly where it is, I'm literally going to give a bow as courtesy as possible, say, I am Theo. I have come to seek your aid in helping my friend. If I can do something to lift your spirits in exchange for that, I will. At which point, do you need me to roll an etiquette or composure or something to just try to, because I'm trying to do a formal introduction.
If you're trying to be formal about it, you can roll me an etiquette. If you're just trying to be friendly, you can roll me your persuasion. It's up to you, but some social, and make your choice if you want it to be more formal or more like, hey, we're friends. It's up to you.
Could I roll something for like just her asking for his name?
Yeah, if you want to roll persuasion to see if you can kind of convince him to do so, to social and persuasion, absolutely.
This is not a lot of dice, but, you know, it's the dice I got. That is a persuasion.
3 out of 5?
I got 2 out of 3. You know, giving my name, introducing myself, and being as polite as possible. Treating him like a person and not a lost piece.
One of the only things that left in her is a little bit of her humanity left. Treating a person normal.
I left it behind long ago. Pariah. At least it's accurate.
Does it have to be?
Leave me.
So that you can wallow in self-pity?
I've already accepted. Leave
I
me.
don't-
Well, you know what? I've been told the whole time I've been here that I need to accept who I am, that I'm a vampire, that I am some sort of puppet for this worm thing. I'm not gonna. The instant someone tells me that I have to accept this because there's no other route, I don't do it. That's not who I am.
You're all tainted. All of you. But you're still less of an abomination than me.
I'm talking to a person who literally vomits on people now. I vomit blood on people. That, she's kind of shaking a little bit because she is scared admitting this stuff. She doesn't like admitting it. I will not allow myself to be overcome by other people telling me what I am. You get to decide what you are. No one gets to tell you what you are.
You think I haven't heard this before. You want something. Once you have it, you'll just try to kill me. Leave me.
Why
What's
would
to
we?
gain?
Why would we try to harm you? What purpose would that be for us?
Because I have to die.
All things eventually come to an end, but we did not come here to be your end. We came here seeking your aid.
Well, I can't help you. Leave me.
Can't or won't.
You're not the only outcast in this room. You're not the only one who's been persecuted and hunted. I'm going to go ahead and take a step forward. I'm going to take off my hijab. I'm going to talk to this man, mano a mano. Alright, bitch.
Oh my god, hair reveal.
Ta-da!
Well, I mean, your eye's gonna open as you look at him. And Amala, you know what? Come here.
Oh, what,
DM
what?
secrets!
Yeah, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Can I come over yet?
You can come over now. You're gonna get a quick little glance of this person.
I assume my glance isn't in black and white.
With how dark it is? Yeah. It's pretty lack of colors. I mean,
I like his eyes.
yeah, uh-huh. It's so bizarre because it's like you can see the human, the vampire, but then there's the wolf, like, something ain't right. I mean, look at him as like the dingy wolf. It's just kind of like a sad, but as soon as your eye opens and you actually get the look at him, I mean, he's not kidding. He ain't natural. Far from it. But your eye will close, And funnily enough, it will not bleed. And he actually will look at you, and the shame on his face, it's almost as if he knows that you saw him, as he's quickly gonna scurry, and he's gonna try to get as far away from all of you as he can.
And try to grab
pull, you can certainly try, because he moves with speed that you have never seen before.
I assume as much. Alright, what do you want me to roll?
Since he's going so fast, it's gonna have to be a dexterity and brawl.
Okay.
Good luck.
Well, I'm going to tell him that his eyes are beautiful.
Watch as he slips in a puddle with his speed, and somehow she goes ahead and grabs him. No, that's the no way.
One success.
Yeah, I got one success, and the other.
It's just like.
All right.
Quite literally, as soon as you get ready to grab him, he's gone. You have, like I said, you've never seen speed like this. Even with vampires, this is absurd. And Amala, I mean, he's already gone by the time you get your sentence out. Just the shame on his face is kind of what sticks with you. It really seemed to horrify him.
I want to try something. As he's running, I want to call out to him to wait. I'm going to bring my hand to my holy symbol. I'm going to reach out, do a miracle. And this is going to be a good one. Because, how Freya has always been with my back, giving me the good feelings. I'm going to tell Freya that this man obviously needs the good feelings. And I'm going to use Freya's luck to instantly succeed. To calm him and his doubts. Stop these fucking stupid demon voices! I'm tired of them!
So you're going to ease his doubts through the miracle
Freya will figure it
faith.
out. She's a smart woman.
Okay.
Through this magic of auto success.
I get one of those.
Okay.
One of those a story?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, we both blew our one per story abilities this session.
Oh. I don't get any one per story
I don't have any of those
ability.
either!
I'm not gonna chase the pariah through these sewers and die.
Okay. Wow.
First disciple.
Yeah.
Well, you hold on to that holy symbol. You reach out as you just pray to Freya to give him what she has given to you. He needs... I mean, you guys have heard these voices, and he's probably been down here for so long. With time, that's gotta get to you. Especially with everything that he's supposedly been through. As you reach out, he's gone. He's just darted out, as all of you will see. Not just Amala, not just Rune. All of you see just a light that shines. And at first it looks like it's just a bright light that's about, I'd say about 50 feet or so. It's like down the tunnel. So it's a little distant, but you can see it's like humanoid shape. You can see the hair, the gown. I mean, the light and the beauty, it's so supernatural. If elves existed, man, this is probably what elves look like. And as soon as she just stops and she holds out, it looks like he was like darting through, and she just like moved herself as she goes. And she's going to basically pick him up and grab him. And you'll watch as he goes from a wolf, as she touches, as his shape is going to change into a humanoid shape. And she's going to hug him. And you're going to hear it. It's most definitely an ugly cry, but no, it's way beyond that. You know, a lot of you have been through a lot. A lot of you have met a lot of broken people. You have never heard agony like this before. It doesn't even totally sound human, nor does it totally sound monstrous. As this man, abomination, this pariah, cries out as it echoes through as she holds him. And you feel that heaviness within this air, that constant eyes prying, quickly retreating. Those whispers, those doubts, those maybe not even doubts, but figments of truth that have been manipulating your mind this whole time, pushes back. And something is replaced. You'll see leaves, flowers start to sprout out from the cracks, from the roof, sides, floor, everything. You just see as flowers are going to spread, grow, all around you, around your feet, all around this tunnel. It seems so much brighter down here. There were already lights, somehow, even though the lights themselves aren't brightening, fill up this area so much more. And you do hear Freya say to him that Gaia has not forsaken you. She loves you. We love you. And it looks like little specks of light that are now popping out of these flowers. But these lights it's interesting. They move around, and as they get, fly around in this, you'll see they look like fairies, honestly, like small figments of light, the wings, not necessarily like humanoid like you see in movies. In fact, they look kind of creepy, more like twig-like and not really what you'd expect. But even though they do kind of have like some creepy monster-esque features, their light, their giggles are pretty. It actually kind of warms your heart to see as they fly around, and just looks like they're honestly trying to just cleanse this area, not paying any of you too much mind. But a few are going to come over to you, Lynn, as they're going to look at you, and they're going to some of them are going to play with your hair, and one's going to boop you on the nose as they're kind of looking at you, and they don't seem scared of you, nor do they seem disgusted or anything like that. In fact, they seem to be quite entertained with you, jovial, as they fly around. And even you can feel that you didn't realize how it was always like a constant pressure in your chest that you feel from your beast. It honestly became so familiar to you with all this time that's passed. A little bit of just weight. It's lifted. That strange taste in your mouth lessened.
That's a blessing.
Mm-hmm. And as Freya holds him, comforts him, it looks like she gives him something. Hard to say from this distance. She then kisses his forehead. And she fades into the floor. And the fairies go off into these tunnels. You do not see them anymore. But the plants stay the same. And all you can see is his back. He's dressed. And it looks like dingy, homeless clothes. I mean, it's really
One of you
it
guys
looks like
brought
a
extra clothing, right?
it looks like just dirty bum hoodies, and he does have a baseball cap on his head from what you can tell, but it's really all you get.
What's the emblem on it?
Well, you only see his back, so he's wearing it
Okay.
right. He doesn't have it like backwards like a loser. I mean, whoops, I didn't say that. He actually has it on right. So it's hard to
Takes
say.
on Vampire Night.
Anyway, after this goes down, I'm gonna walk up behind him and I'm gonna pull out that nice to meet you card. It has like a little chibi wolf on it. I'm gonna say, my name is Rune. What's your name? Yo, hoping like yo, keep the good vibes going.
Well, you can see him. It's a Chicago Cubs
Ah,
baseball cap that he has on.
Everybody's got a soft spot for the Cubs.
He says, Goodston. Harold Goodston.
nice to meet you, Winston.
I think he said Goodston.
Goodston.
Yeah,
Sorry.
But his name's
Goodston.
Harold. His actual name's Harold.
Yep.
Which is great because that was my grandfather's name, so I'm totally fine with this.
You'll watch as he shifts back into his wolf, a dingy off-white fur.
And I'll leave the
Transfer
card on the
spot.
ground for him if he wants it. You can have it. And I'll step back, give him some space.
Well, he's going to take a look around at the area and see all the plants, flowers that have sprouted here. As he'll turn around. He's going to approach. It's a wolf, for one step at a time. He's going to look at you, Amala. He's going to ask if it's possible. Is Golconda actually possible?
Yes. It's a path my master walked before me, and she is at the end. She will achieve it soon. Come with us. Let us help you.
Better than that. We've worked together. We've become friends. We would be more than happy to welcome a new friend, if you would have us.
He looks at you, Lynn. As he shakes a bit. You can tell he like sniffs, shakes, as his wolf eyes stare deep into yours. It's deep within you. But you're not lost yet.
Exactly. It's still a chance. I'm holding on to.
Get me out of here.
Say no
Alright.
more. Let's get the fuck out.
I would be honored to, Harold.
You can tell that
With time. A moment, I should probably put this on before we leave. I will turn back and I will look at my friends so they can see. And I'll nod. And I'll go ahead and put it on.
No wonder your blood smells so different than everyone else's.
I'm sorry, that's the major concern? Did you not see what just...
It's just a
I don't
comment
know
to lighten
what-
the mood a bit.
I turned towards the group because I had been using Pierce the Merc and I'm not using my Cloak of Shadows, so I'll literally turn and look at them with my eyes that are clearly covered by shadow because that's how my dark vision works. And I look at her and I'm like, I don't see any big deal. I see Amala, the friend that I've developed over the few weeks we've been together. So,
I was going
no
to talk about
matter
another thing. I was about to be very insulted. I see no big deal with this.
You both are taking my comment out of context. I was trying to make a joke about her third eye, but okay, never mind then.
So, we all have our eccentricities. And I honestly think that we're stronger because of them. With that saying, I'm going to look at...
hold her hand out to the Garu and as if to shake paws with him.
Harold, are you
He'll
the most...
put his paw down.
Are you the most comfortable in that form? Because getting out of here is going to involve some high water. And, well...
We have 2 Brohas. He can ride piggyback ride if he wants. Don't think it matters.
Wait, I mean, whichever one he doesn't want to ride on, we can carry.
Well,
carry
I
the
mean,
dog.
I remember go ahead and a while back, turning my shadow into a bitten bridle for Calamity. And I'm going to literally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can take that ability and I'm going to shape the shadow and literally mold it onto my backpack to kind of create like a small seating area where he could easily jump on and use as a
How big is he? As in wolf mode?
Yeah, how big is he?
He's like
Direwolf
a
size?
big wolf. Yeah. No, not direwolf size, but
Okay.
still like a big full-grown wolf. But he's just going to say that I can handle myself.
Just
That's what I
wanted to be
thought.
sure. We're just
Okay.
trying to be as hospitable.
Oh, I mean, but Bubba's going to take you up on that. I mean, he's going to be like, ooh, me.
Yeah, oh, Bubba wants in the seat.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bubba wants to turn.
Okay, apparently Bubba's riding on my back with the shadow seat that I made.
I'll go ahead and pluck one of the flowers from this room and offer it to him. And I'll tell him that to remember, no one's ever truly lost. Let us leave this place.
Okay.
Well, he's going to take a few looks back. You're not sure how he was eating. Hell, you're not sure if he has to eat.
I'm going to lean into Amala. Wendy's going to be so pissed at you.
No, she's not.
Yeah, she's gonna be pissed at me.
Oh, well.
I broke no deal. I
Well, technically, I didn't do it.
Well,
I just asked someone to.
And besides, we're not even sure if this is breaking. what
Yeah,
she
I'm sure it'll
wants
be
to do.
fine.
Yeah, well. With
I like
that
the guy.
I'm
said,
gonna leave.
yes, let's definitely make our way out.
Well, he's actually going to lead the way.
Yeah, well,
Mhm.
hey, I mean, he's the local. We, follow him.
And he's going to take you guys a little bit different of a way, not where you guys went where you saw Windy or anything. Just a little bit further into like his little dusty, dreary haven. But man, is it just... It's different now. I mean, you keep seeing these plants are still going and going. They just fill this area. No longer do you feel those eyes that stare at you and heckle you and abuse you and manipulate you. It's still kind of creepy down here. Still a little claustrophobic if you are, but man, is it night and day. Comparatively so. And heck, even the claustrophobia is getting better because, plants and oxygen.
Yeah.
So, But he's going to be quiet the entire time. He's not going to say a word. He's just going to lead.
So, who wants to go ahead and get in the shower first when we get back to Amala's place?
Both in
I'm
real
sure.
life as well as
I think
in-game.
Harold might want to. I mean, don't be inconsiderate.
Well, yeah. Harold, you want dibs on the shower when we get back to a place where we can relax?
He's not going to say anything. He's silent.
We'll figure that out later. It's fine.
Harold doesn't like me yet. Well.
Now, while we are making our way out,
Let's be honest. You are the most shady.
Ha ha! Oh.
With nose puns.
And this is quite a punishment.
Oh.
all right. Next one who makes a pun, I'm not healing next time they're hurt.
Aw,
Wait.
no fun.
Was that no fun or no pun? I'm confused here. I misheard
So it is
that.
Theo.
Okay, it's Theo.
I mean, I'm already challenging enough for you to heal me anyway, so...
But it still works.
Well, I'll just have to make sure I don't get hurt next time we get in a scuffle.
You're pretty good at that. I will give you that.
True.
They're too busy with the two Bruja to really care about someone in the shadows.
That is true. And
Those are good distractions.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that I can do what I can do because of what you guys are doing. That's why we work so well together.
After we're done bickering for about an hour, yeah.
True. But
Yeah.
hey, you
As
know...
long as it works out in the end, I'm happy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
she's gonna explain that to Harold. Like, okay, there might be some arguing about ethics between.
There might be some punching between certain somebodies.
That only happened twice.
3
I haven't done it
times.
since. No, twice.
It's true. I've stopped needing to tell you what to do, and you
I
started.
was gonna
to
give you the
listen.
look.
Thank you.
It's like, I didn't forget that. What you tried.
But mainly the arguments happen between Mr. Theo here and the good doctor. So
Well, I don't
this-
think we have arguments.
Kind
They're
of
more
ignore
of
them, it's
debates.
Yes.
Philosophical debates. Of
Philosophical
morality,
differences,
humanity.
definitely.
Are we out yet?
Well, he's going to be taking you through, and most of the way you're not going to recognize. It's not until you get into the areas of the steam. Like, he's completely gone around the whole, like, weird flesh monster, like, sewer system that he's taken you around.
Thanks.
But you will finally recognize, you're like, okay, this is where the hot steam is. And you will notice something. He can walk across it like it's nothing. So, I mean, he's just going right by, as the rest of you are like,
Sorry, hold on, Bubba.
Yeah, wrap him back
Yeah,
up.
basically. Trying to keep up with him while moving.
Pour like some water bottles on the clothes that are on him so he's a little cool.
Yeah.
you guys are just going to charge through and try to keep up. Because, like I said, he doesn't care about this hot steam.
We're still in the protective gears, so yeah.
Yeah, just as long as Bubba's
Just make sure
okay,
Bubba's
that's
covered pretty good. We can all
Yeah.
take
So,
too.
you'll have to make me rolls then. Yes, I know you're in protective gear. So, everyone roll me just a stamina. Just a stamina.
Stamina.
Why'd you go ahead and make me roll that?
Hey, pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Good.
Failure!
Ah,
Because, of course, the guy that specializes in stealth and magic has no stamina.
Hey!
good. All right, so only Theo, you're going to take.
Yes.
Wait, what?
What stamina? I've never heard of this word before.
She has never
stamina?
been- She has never been a tank. She's just complete dex build.
I guess you have avoided
Theo.
most of
You
the
are
hits.
really fast. I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
She's just
Yeah.
been
Theo, you're
dodging
going
this
to
whole time.
take 1 superficial damage.
Oh, no.
Protective gear helps a lot, but man, is it burning your feet, your legs still. It's so hot. But everyone else, you're able to tank through the gear, though it's uncomfortable. You're okay.
Bubba, okay.
Yeah, I'm literally going to extend the shadow
Bubba's
as much around Bubba as possible, give him like a little extra layer of
Yeah.
protection.
Yeah, you guys got him covered up, lifted up, and I mean, he's a sturdy dog, way sturdier than dogs ever should be. And of course, you're going to have to give him some water afterwards because of dehydration. But no, he seems to be doing okay. Just a few whimpering. He doesn't get here. But like I said, Goodston does not phased by it. So he's going to keep going as he's going to lead you out to the Nosferatu Warrens. And thank the lords, he seems to know a very quicker way that hopefully will avoid vampire hunters.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
the Lord.
I will definitely warn him that we saw those in this area,
Yeah.
just so he's aware.
I'll say it was probably Miss Wendy's fault they were down here.
Yeah, that would seem likely. I mean, she would create kind of things that would give away the game, wouldn't she?
Kind of what they do. But no, I mean, he's going to go through the Warrens. But now that you're in the Warrens, you all feel that. Now you feel it like things are watching you. Nothing like what it was down below, just more so like just prying eyes, possibly Nosferatu, now that you're back here. And in fact, those with at least, I'd say, anyone who has a... They're pretty... Nosferatus are shitheads. Anyone who has at least a 2 in awareness will even hear some whispers of some Nosferatu.
Well, there's gonna be
whispers
some
of
rumors.
Yep, pariah. Whispers of just he isn't dead yet. Whispers of
What the fuck are these guys?
well, this city's going to shit. You know, just everyone. It seems like seeing him.
Oh,
This is almost. It seems like he only maybe comes out when things go bad. So everyone's kind of like whispering, like, "Fuck,
time to leave."
time to move."
I'm going to assume at this point, as we're getting into more places where we can be observed, I'm going to say, sorry, Bubba, I'm going to have to put you down now because I need to go ahead and be a little more discreet. I'm going to take Bubba and gently put him back down now. Give him a good scritching for being a good boy. And then...
I'll offer him a backpack. There's room.
yeah.
I am going to text Bowman that he is with us.
Your phone is dead. I know you turned it off. Your phone is dead.
What about my
And it's
battery
interesting.
bank?
These are useless. These
It's
things?
Interesting because you'll realize with technology, it works kind of funky. And specifically, the pariah, Goodston. Seems like he has a weird relationship with technology. It kind of makes it act a little wonky. Maybe that's what was draining it. You're not sure. Something's weird. Walkie-talkies are kind of still doing that weird, like, crackly thing. All your phones, though you turned them off, are dead. If you had any spare batteries, those too are dead.
Can I
It's
try
interesting.
the demon thingy?
Oh, the psychoscope?
Yeah.
The Chaos Scope.
Chaoscope?
It still has a charge.
Using the... It does. It does still have a charge. Just like the walkie-talkies still work. It's just... There's, like, interference coming through. And... yeah, I mean, with the Chaos Scope, the interference is much louder. And you're going to hear just words of abomination, failure.
Turn that off.
Yeah, turn that off.
Yeah, she turns it off, like, when she
Okay.
starts hearing that stuff.
Yeah, it's
I'm
just like, yeah, we don't need that.
Can I see if my battery bank is dead or not?
She said it was.
It was?
It is,
Okay.
yeah. See, it's
Can't
interesting,
hurt to
but
try it.
something, yeah. But he's going to move through the Warrens.
Mm-hmm.
As I know you, Theo, are trying to now be a lot more stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's actually going to find himself a door as he's going to, like, scrape his paw on it a bit. As the door is going to open up. But there is no one. No, there is no one on the other side.
With this
But you
much
are going to hear some, like, snickering, though, as you make your way. And it looks like this is, like, a office that was probably used when this place was used forever ago. More so for mechanical work, probably. This is more specific. It looks like it's where the generators are for the lights. That's going to function pretty well. In fact, you can tell he did some decorating as well.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no one in here besides just snickering that all of you can hear. So someone's
Where is it
in
coming
here.
from?
At
You
this
can
point,
smell.
has enough time passed for that superficial damage to recover?
Yes.
Where is it coming from?
You can smell. So clearly this person is obfuscated because you can kind of track the smell. You can see, like, where they came, opened the door, and now, like, moved and slunk against the wall. So they're, like, where, like, a desk is set up, where most of the stuff here, I mean, those, like, the cabinets, but those are anything there's rotten away. Even just the cabinet itself seems to be pretty rusted. But hanging out like right in that corner, trying to be pretty stealthy and invisible, that's where you can sense that Nosferatu sewer rat stenches.
Can I like try to nonchalantly go over in that direction and punch him in the face?
What?
Why?
Because she's laughing at our new friend. She's trying to prove a point to
That you're violent?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I will fucking.
What?
I guess I wouldn't know to stop you because you're punching air.
yeah.
I mean, if you want, you can absolutely give it a shot. If you want to roll me a strength and a
the
brawl.
guy knows that she wants to defend. Like she wants him to know, like you're not something to be laughed about. You're
a
a
terrible
human being.
Nosferatu.
That's fine.
If you can't hide well enough that I can slap your ass, then you need to do a better fucking job. Take a shower, mate.
All right.
Take a
so
shower.
what am I rolling?
Strength and brawl.
Yeah.
Is
at least
Nosferatu going to get caught off guard by
At least
this?
you're going for the one that's snickering, so I guess that's okay.
And that is 3 successes out of 4.
Just all of a sudden, the Nosferatu's like, really? This thing's... Oh my god, why?
Nosferatu cuts your hand off. Try harder next time, Bruja.
Oh, sorry, Theo, was that you?
I mean, you guys are going to be making your way through this little office area. Pride just keeps on going. It looks like this area's small, closed off. Maybe there once was a door here, but now it's just like an open doorway that keeps going that he's going to continue on through as it now leads into more tunnels. These tunnels are very, very tiny. But I mean, as you guys are just following, Lynn, you just kind of sniff, you kind of go over and I mean, you make contact with something as you just hear like a noise. And something like hits up against the wall as you just like blap him. He was not expecting that. I mean, all of you gonna hear like a what the fuck? I mean, he's not invisible anymore. It's just like Nosferatu. I mean, the guy has like he's like pointy like ears, but one of them's kind of crooked. It looks like his skull area, most of it's either rotted away or what, but you can kind of see like the skull underneath here. His teeth are completely just like wider than it should be because you can tell his lips and everything kind of either maybe this is their condition or what. I mean, man, this guy's way uglier than Bowman, but Bowman also covers himself up. And I mean, now he's just like,
of himself.
I mean, his nose is crooked, and it's hard to say if his nose was already crooked or if you made his nose crooked. But I mean, he's just like looking up at you, and he's just gonna say "fucking Bruja." He's gonna leave.
You know, when your car blows up the next time you get in it, you'll know who did it.
Oh no! I imagine that we're probably when we charge our phones, there's going to be like 6 or 7 messages from Bowman being mad at us for causing more problems that he has to deal with.
Wasn't me.
Come on, it's a random Bruja, or it's a random.
He's never a random Nosferatu. Those buggers are. Oh.
I mean, he left the room. He ruined his fun.
I find it funny. Very, very funny.
Bowman actually, I don't know. Would Bowman find it funny?
Depends on the Nosferatu.
Yeah.
I love their culture. But no, I mean, the pride's going to keep going. This tunnel, it looks very similar to like the channels that you went through, the more pipeline, but so much thinner, skinnier. I mean, you guys could technically like squeeze side by side, but it's so much more comfortable to go one at a time. As he's going to lead through, and it'll take you probably about he actually knows a good shortcuts. He knows the layout. He's basically got the equivalent of London under London here. So it'll only take you about 30 minutes until you'll start reaching more familiar space to you folks. Excuse me. It looks like just the tunnels that had graffiti laid about. And in fact, as you go through, some of the graffiti you'll recognize is just like the words like slut and some like gang stuff. And it's still not exactly, you don't see like the wrong way that you saw before. It's still a different way you're coming out. But at least you have an idea that where you guys went in, you probably are only a few miles off where you're going to be popping out. as he keeps heading. Still, he's quiet the whole time. Didn't even react to when you punched a Nosferatu. Seems like humor, not really something he understands. Or
No, he's been through a lot lately,
In
so
time, it'll come back. He just has to be around us long enough. It'll be fine.
I mean, he just got from a fucking goddess, so yeah, there's a lot going on in his mind, I'm sure.
yeah, that and
Mhm.
I mean, here we are acting all chummy and everything immediately after he decides to join us out there. I'm hoping that only the best of our qualities rub off on him, and not the ones where we randomly punch strangers.
It wasn't random. It was a very specific person who was laughing at us as we were going by.
Hey, you know what, Pariah? Third time's a charm, eh? It's the worst that can happen. But finally, you can
We turn the
feel
Pariah into the next prince of the city? I don't know.
Sure.
Fuck yeah.
Sounds cool, yeah.
But finally, you can smell it. I mean, yeah, you're now in like this is like still less sewage, but more so for water drain, that stagnant kind of murky, but no, you can smell it. Fresh air. Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah, and you have that concern of, oh my god, what time is it? All your phones are dead. Please, please let the sun not be out as you start to...
Yeah, we would feel tired. We would feel lethargic if it were that close.
And as you guys finally push through, you're going to be going through, take you now another 15 minutes of just going through the, like I said, it seems more this is like for like draining the river when it overflows, much like where you started out. So different area. After about 15 minutes, you smell that fresh air, and finally, the light at the end of the tunnel, my friends. He led you outside. And you can see the river that still goes through. And yeah, you are easily probably about 5 miles off where you guys first went in. There it is. Congratulations, my friends. You got yourself a pet. Oh, I shouldn't say that.
I
You got yourself a pet.
A friend.
A friend. All right.
I'm pretty sure he can murder us all in one round.
Are you?
If he wanted to,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't take the one round.
Mm.
That's why I was very concerned when a certain somebody was trying to tackle him as he ran away.
Now, it's getting pretty close. You can tell by the night sky that does have that light, dark blue. So it's probably about 3 a.m. if you had to just do a rough estimate. The sun will be coming up soon, so you guys are going to have to head back. Find cover somewhere, and I don't think we want to go back to the warehouse. Or do we?
No,
I don't know.
Of course not.
Okay.
That's not a thing to be dealing with.
Either
tonight.
if the doctor's place or my place is closer, whatever works.
The doctor's place has
would be closer.
Okay, thank goodness.
no offense, but it's got a
downtown,
nicer
so
shower too.
It does have a
I mean, you would know you slept in mine.
Yeah, exactly.
I gave you a cushion and you ignored it.
Well, I mean, I don't think I woke up without. Excuse you, sir. I didn't know where that kitchen.
Every time
been.
is Well, you're gonna be taking him to Amala's place because now, I mean, now that he's out here, you can tell that there's a lot on his mind. He's kind of locked up. So, what are you guys gonna do?
Pile into the truck.
Yep.
All right. Well, you parked your truck off. It's about 5 miles. You're gonna have to go and fetch it. But yeah, if you guys want to walk, well, you know,
it'll be the
hustle.
quickest way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys hustle to get the truck back. Pariah's just gonna follow, and he's hanging out in the back, and he's still in wolf form, which honestly, I guess isn't too suspicious. You already got a dog, wolf. Yeah, I guess it's okay. And Amala, you also know that
he's at Malamute. It's fine.
Could be.
Yeah.
And you saw only Amala and Rune really got to see his face, but unfortunately, Amala really got the best look.
Uh-huh.
Amala, you also know that him in his human form, yeah, he could, pass off. It's just really his eyes that kind of stand out, unfortunately. So maybe it is best for him to stick to this.
I'll probably be right in the back with them, so it doesn't feel like Bubba and him are the only people in the back. Again, trying to treat him as an equal as much as possible.
Okay.
And make him feel included. Words don't have to be exchanged. He'll talk when he's ready to share. Again, Theo being Theo.
You can plug the phones into the car and start getting that going.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you notice that your phone acts a little wonky. It works. It's fine. It just kind of frizzes out here and there. But it's, I guess, still usable. But man, being on the phone is going to be a pain in the ass. It's going to sound like garbled.
I'll just put a text in the group chat for Bowman to see it and say, like the doctor said, we got him.
He's with us.
He's with us. Paraphrasing, thank you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All you're going to get Amala as you finally get some reception or message successfully sent through is just a thumbs up and then a glad you're not dead. That's it. That's all he's gonna say. But you guys are gonna go to Amala's place. He's gonna be quiet the entire trip, and it looks like Bubba's trying to socialize with the other doggo, should I say? But
no avail.
Yeah, not even that's not gonna have open him up either. But as you guys have to haul Krev before the sun comes up, you guys make your way to Amala's place. Make your way in. Security guard's gonna give his normal just nod at you, Amala, as you make your way through. And I mean, his attention definitely looks towards the dogs as he's gonna go down. And of course, the pariah keeps going, but Bubba was gonna take some scratches as always.
He's a rescue. He just recently. No, this is after the pariah's already left. She's just like, he's a rescue. He just needs time to adjust in the new place.
He's a rescue.
In my head, I'm going to the room.
Well, I mean, it's not wrong.
It's not wrong.
Maybe mildly insulting, but not wrong.
But I mean, you guys, I'm pretty sure the pariah can understand us trying to put a cover story for him if he's continuing to go around in his wolf outfit.
His mind is nowhere near where we are.
Well, right. So why are you guys giving me this look of like, oh, I'm so disappointed?
Because I have to live here.
No. What I think is amusing is with us now having the pariah with us, and where our phones are fritzing out and everything. Every time Catherine's connection gets a little sketchy, in my mind it's like, oh, it's the pariah doing that now. Okay, it's just Harold at work. All right.
He's messing with us.
Yeah.
But you guys pile up in Amala's room. Pariah's gonna try to find the darkest corner to kind of curl up and hide and still try to be as less visible and less noticeable as possible. I mean, Bubba's gonna go right up on the sofa and curl up.
I'll move something so we can actually have a corner he can hide behind. I'm sure there's some furniture we can move.
It's up to you. But he's not gonna say anything. He's just gonna go into a corner and hide.
You want the closet? That's a small little the reason why I say this is because Lynn is a dog expert. Dogs actually like really tight and closed, dark places when they first come into a house. That's new to them. This is a thing. My dogs do it all the time, especially when storm warnings happen and stuff like that.
Oh. So she's using her animal handling on the pariah.
Yes.
To make him more comfortable.
Yes.
I
mean, you guys you'll offer Rune, do you want me to make it? I mean, he's just gonna shake his head, just leave me be. Same thing with you, Lynn. Just
champ.
He's very much a leave me be.
Yep.
I'm gonna use my shower first then, because it's mine. Then Lynn can go, because ladies first.
Gonna come in with you, then. Bubba's gonna come in.
I'll wash Bubba.
Yeah.
He needs it.
Oh,
he got a little bit of dirty on your sofa. He jumped on the sofa. Oops.
Yeah, I'll probably fucking strip down and put the muck clothes in the bag. I'm gonna go in the kitchen. God. I'm gonna start pouring some drinks. I'm gonna start cooking some macaroni I can find in the cupboards. I did good today. I'm chuffed. Oh shit, the sun's coming. Oh, fuck you, I'll stay up. This is my macaroni.
Oh, I'll absolutely pour myself a glass of wine. Anyone?
Please.
Pour Lynn a glass of wine.
I will try some. I suppose it is
little bit
a
of the
day
blood
worth
to make sure it's good.
celebrating. We've made a new friend. Things went out without anybody getting majorly hurt. I
I
think
nearly died,
definitely.
but it's okay.
Oh, you got better.
I did get better, but I'm
It was
just
just
saying
a
I nearly died. As you all now know, she only has 1 stamina.
Did not know that. Now,
Yeah. The brew hall with the one stamina.
the one-hit wonder over here.
Well, the only people that are going to be able to enjoy a glass of wine, obviously Amala.
Yep.
It's great. You're not sure exactly how it totally works, why you can drink wine and really not enjoy anything else. You, Rune, you've been training yourself. You have the eat food merit. Some things, it's funny enough, alcohol has been the hardest thing for you to have.
Yep.
Even though you were
Practically.
an alcoholic.
Yep.
Though it's gotten a lot easier, and your non-sire sire, your adopted sire, dare I say, Griller, has encouraged you to keep trying. So you can eat some mac and cheese, and it still doesn't totally taste right. Not like you remember it does. But at least now you're getting that texture, not just that ashy, it's so strange. No matter what you ate, it could be meat, and it still felt like it fell apart like ash in your mouth. Very much like a curse rather than anything else. You're actually getting at least the texture of like that pasta and the little bit of cheese cream, but the taste still not totally there.
For me, I'm not going to actually drink the alcohol right away. I'm like, thinking, okay, it's alcohol. It's going to evaporate. And maybe the smell, if I drink alcohol before, will bring back some pleasant memories. So, and because I understand also, because chemistry being something I've specialized in a little bit, I'm like, maybe I can absorb the smell and enjoy it that way without the taste. So I'm literally just going to bring it under my nose and smell it and try to maybe not drink it right away, but enjoy the scents, the floral nature of the wine for what I can. Get that enjoyment out of it. And then,
okay, I mean, the aromas are nice. It's kind of more so like you're doing like a wine tasting, really.
Exactly.
You do like the swirl and and I mean, it smells great. If you ever get, unfortunately though, if you ever do try to taste it.
yeah. But hey,
I guess that portion of everything aside for the Freya sacrifice. I know it's not very impressive with my mac and cheese, but damn it, it's better than nothing.
it also comes from the heart, right? This is a celebratory meal that we're all sharing in one way or another because it was a good night.
It was the most dangerous night of this entire campaign, but it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We did
well,
good.
You all are together. Sun will be coming up soon, but curtains are pulled. I mean, honestly, you're just kind of tired from the whole encounter itself, just how draining it was. So anything you guys need to talk about or handle, Pariah's basically hit himself at this point. In fact, you're not really quite sure where he went. He was there, but now he's somewhere else. Bubba's curled up. I mean, he's going to try to get love from as many people as he can.
But
so as you
Bubba
guys
gets a
relax
portion.
in.
Bubba gets a
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, he'll eat mac and cheese and stuff. He doesn't care. He's a dog. Yum. You give him wine. Screw it. We'll drink some of that. I don't know if
His
anyone
name
will.
was Harold, right?
Harold, yeah.
Harold, do you want something to drink, mate? I don't want to leave you out or anything. You're part of this celebration, too. I'm going to say that to the room if he wants to come out and if he wants something to drink. Or if he wants something to eat.
It's silence.
Yeah, just give him some time.
Before Lynn goes to bed, she's just gonna leave like a little plate of food, and I don't like. She knows that he's part vampire, so she's also gonna leave like a little bag of blood out as well for him in case he wants it.
Yeah.
And then go off to go to bed. Like again, using her animal handling in a way because dogs sometimes are scared to eat in front of their owners at the beginning. So she just leaves it out for him if ever he wants it.
He still has like a scent trail that you can follow. So you actually know where he's kind of hid himself up at least. He can't have a way to disguise his scent like that Wendy could. That was strange. So you know where he is, and funny enough, you can kind of sense that he's like in the bedroom, hiding underneath the bed.
Oh, poor guy.
She's not going to disturb him. She's not going to even let him. She's not even going to like even indicate that she knows where he is.
Okay. Oh. Anything else you guys need to do before bed? You do your little your little Freya sacrifice.
Well, I tried to do
her.
that vision earlier. Did that use up my faith point?
Oh no! I mean, you couldn't do it.
Just couldn't do it. All right.
Mhm.
Well, I'm going to use that last faith point, and I'm not going to try and do anything spectacular. But when I summoned the plants earlier, and I want to try to put off that kind of aura in the building.
Okay. Yeah. Spend some true faith. Absolutely.
Oh, for Runzel altar.
Oh.
Since I did some quick reading, I'm gonna give him some honey as an offering. Apparently, Freya likes offerings of honey.
Yeah. Next thing I was planning on doing once I was going to get some strawberries covered in honey. That's a good one, I thought. So, but I think any strawberries you have here are probably expired.
I have no strawberries here.
Fantastic, because they'd probably be covered in
I
milk.
might have some grapes.
I don't think they're probably wine by now.
Well, I don't know if she would appreciate this all, but I'll take one of the small bowls out, and I'll take the burnt rooster feathers that I would normally use for my gentle repose ritual and pour that into a bowl. Since it is valuable to me, maybe she would find it valuable too, and I will also offer that up because she helped all of us today. So
pretty cool.
It's only fair that I offer something to
Hey, you all got to see her this time.
While I don't have the belief or the connection to her that Rune clearly has, I have enough of respect for what she's done through him to respect her as a deity.
Wow. Cool.
Well, I mean, it's gonna feel so much similar to the way down below when you did your blessing, your plead to Freya for the pariah, but without the dreariness down there. It's so much better. I mean, Amala has plants, and just like the last time, even the artificial ones seem to just blossom. All the plants she have that she probably hasn't really been taking too great care of, you wouldn't even notice with all this dear sweet Freya love that's been going around. They are flourishing, and just their petals seem to give off light that just lightens the energy you all went through. I mean, I would say a pretty traumatizing experience. Unfortunately, what kind of normal person fights flesh creations? Nobody does. What kind of person gets literal tormented by demons? Nobody does, except for you guys. And well, Lynn gets it worse. But anyways, you guys went into the darkest depths of Chicago, and you did what you intended to do. You survived, and now you're here. And damn, does it feel fucking good. You now at least feel like things will start looking up. It seems like this pariah, whether he can or cannot help Lynn, we're not sure. But it seems like it's honestly the first steps that you've had this entire campaign once things started to go to shit. To figuring out what the hell's going on. You were able to avoid some combat down there. And you all got to see a literal goddess? Or whatever she is. And quite literally the most depressed person in the entire world of darkness. You were able to convince him to come and try again. It feels good. In fact, you all feel like you could stay up later than you normally do if you really want to. It's up to you guys, but you feel energized, but still fatigued.
I'll stay up as long as I can in that kitchen having fucking drinks and eating macaroni and cheese.
I'm gonna greet the sun like I always do, except, I'll invite Rune. And I will invite Mr. Goodman, however he wants to be referred to, if he would like to watch the sunrise. Harold.
No worries.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, you
if
don't
I
really know
panic,
what-
I'm running into that kitchen to go fucking drink until I pass out.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna let the sun worshippers enjoy their sunrise. Maybe not my shtick as much. It's definitely not something that calls to me as much as it calls to them. I'm gonna find
Hasn't worked for
probably
me once, but I'm willing to try.
a nice shade-filled corner.
The laundry room.
To sit down in. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy the scent of that wine as long as I can, and probably fall asleep with a smile on my face, because this was a good night, and I hope that we get to go and see many more.
Lynn, anything that you want to do? Do you want to try to see the sun with your sun worshippers, or are you just exhausted and want to call it a night?
Lynn's tired. She's like, I
just
get
standing.
a
You got your
good
ass
night's sleep
kicked.
tonight.
But you saved my life. Well, I was trying to save your
I
life.
did.
I guess we're even.
Yes.
It's
All
called
right.
teamwork,
Yeah,
folks.
Hell
That
yeah.
whole thing about you guys coming down here, not for somebody who wasn't gonna stick her neck out for you guys, that was proven wrong. I hope you all noticed.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, fuck
I mean,
those
oh, yeah.
demons.
We heard
Fuck those
the
doubts.
demons that were hitting the other people. I think all we heard was our own demons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was an out of character comment, but yeah.
I think
All
we're
right.
all.
Well, I'll say that I'll probably finish the session here, but I want to do your guys' sun stuff first, because this is a great
Yeah, let me roll
part
my
to end it,
3d10.
I think. Yep, so I need you to roll your willpower and your humanity,
Oh, my
1/3, as usual. It's against a frenzy with the sun. Unfortunately, once again, your beasts don't like it.
I'm not rolling it because I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
Do
you're
I
good.
get-
Y'all
1/3
crazy.
Do I add 1/3 of my humanity?
Just out cold. already.
What is your humanity? A 7?
Yeah.
It's +2.
Okay.
1/3.
I doubt it's gonna make a difference because I rolled really bad.
Mm.
Okay, 1 success.
Yep, that's light. I'm done now.
Got 2 successes, but I'm going to use my Freya coin because I haven't used it yet this session, so screw it. And with this rising sun, I want to thank Freya, and I want to thank Gaia for not abandoning him.
Fast and Furious. No. Okay. Well, Rune.
Yeah.
I think you're learning that Freya and the sun aren't necessarily the same thing, because nope, you're out of here as usual. As soon as it just streaks through, it is quite literal death that is coming through those curtains. You're out of here. Your beast knows better, and you know better.
Yeah, I should have saved Freya's luck for this.
The sun comes up every day, at least for now. You're fine.
I hope so.
At least for
Unless
now.
my dreams start coming
Least for
true,
now.
then.
You, Amala, you know what? You're gonna get some Freya love. You got the Freya vibes that are going strong in this apartment, so you're gonna try to see if that'll help at all. You need some luck. As you thank her, you thank Gaia. The sun is gonna streak through. You too are going to see death that comes through.
Hello.
That whether it's unintentional, kind of seems like it. It's nature. It is what it is. You get caught in a storm, it'll kill you. Not necessarily meaning to. It's just the way it is sometimes. Nature is what nature do. That's what the sun is. It is raw power, fury, beauty, cleansing. That's the thing. You've seen it many a times. It cleanses. I mean, the pariah called you all tainted. Even with all the work that you've done in your lifetime, it seems that this sun is still out to cleanse you. But you have Freya's coin. And Freya did speak for Gaia. There's got to be something to it. As you're going to hold firm, specifically hold firm to those thoughts of Gaia. And as you are brave enough to let a streak fall across your body, it burns. Oh, does it burn? It's like a sizzle. You let me know how long you want to sit here. But it seems that with the help of this coin, and whether it be perhaps just everything you have encountered or what, your beast is at least allowing this to happen. How long do you want to try to sit within this streak of sunlight?
In a 10?
That's a good cleanse. I'm gonna take it in.
Okay. I only want you then to roll me a stamina and a composure. Three. All right. You will take 1 aggravated damage. Oh boy, does that burn. As you hold your composure, with Freya's love and Gaia's light, you thank her for not abandoning him. You will take 2 aggravated if you are willing to do so until your beast will not be able to handle it anymore.
Absolutely.
Okay. After, it starts to burn, sizzle. You can smell your flesh burning as that fear and that frenzy of your beast is kind of, what the f*** are you doing? Are you trying to kill us? As it's going to take control over you, thinking you're a god dang idiot, as you are quickly pulling the curtain shut and getting far away from the light that shines through. And you hurt. It was just only a streak that came across your body. It's kind of like a streak that's just like down the side. And it burnt right through the clothes. That means nothing. Your clothes are fine, unfazed. It's only your skin. You can see the streak of that aggravated damage that just hit right through.
Crazy sun worshippers, I swear.
That's gonna take a while to heal, but it's the first time that your beast actually at least was complacent for at least a little bit. Heck, for 2 aggravated, I'd say a lot of it.
Well, gonna go to the fridge, grab a blood bag, heal myself, then drink it and go to bed.
Well, that's the thing. Blood bag ain't gonna heal aggravated.
No.
Sorry.
But my 4th level of Bia will. I'm literally gonna heal myself.
Got it. Okay. Okay.
You'll see me just sipping down. Oh, wow. Doctor, you okay?
Yeah, you're basically gonna see me come in and looked up, probably a big burn across my stomach. I'll be like, oh, hold on. Heal. All right. Drink some blood. Good night, room. Good morning.
Off be the sin.
Don't speak French.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
Ben's asleep.
Well, you all get some rest. Much needed rest. Rest that's in beds, sofas, futon, whatever it be. Heck, maybe even a closet. I think someone Theo is sleeping in.
Yep, if something happens to those windows, I'll still be in shade.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll go back to my shrine once if sleep is about to knock me out.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll once Amala like cleans herself up, you're starting to get pretty fatigued at this point. That energy and it still can only do so much. Freya and the sun, maybe they're on friendly terms, but that ain't your matron. No siree. But you all find sleep. And you all will have restful sleep. I can continue this next session because Theo, you will have an opportunity to do some training. Your sleep will be your own. It'll be just the shadows that will, more or less obey you. Of course, sometimes things are harder than others that you try. So, we'll start with that next session to see what you want to work on. Also give you some time to figure it out. But no dreams, no torment. Amala, you really, really need this sleep.
Wow.
And I guess we'll leave it there. I think this is a good point. 3:20, at least for us. I don't know what it is for you guys, but
120.
No, that sounds like
congratulations.
We all lived. It's a miracle.
Wait,
Yeah.
so is this the end of chapter 3?
No,
Oh,
this is
no.
the beginning.
This is just the beginning.
No.
That horse now.
Yeah, because I still have that Haven issue to sort
No,
out.
this is the beginning of chapter 3. So
Sorry to say this, but a few character backgrounds need to get little loose ends wrapped up still too. So
we got that freaking horse. That's like the biggest issue. We have a literal warehouse.
Kill the demon horse.
I say we just
We have
burn
a
down
warehouse
that
that's
house.
freaking pumping out wraiths. No, we still got things to handle. The thing is, though, we have the big piece, the pawn, that we really need to start getting some
The true hero.
underway. So,
Wolfman.
The actual PC.
yeah.
And I also
Congratulations, guys. I'm really sad we didn't do a Wendy boss fight, but I really was like, man, I'm gonna kill someone.